Welcome back to the lighthouse, everybody. Now, don't know if you're wondering, but, in case you are, yeah, so this video doesn't say it's seek and destroy, but it is. Sort of. So, basically, this video here, which, this is, the video is pre-recorded. I'm just doing, like, post-commentary stuff. Basically, I lost all of my saves. Because, well, I don't really know why. I got done recording the last episode of Seek and Destroy, and I wanted to go record that little clip, that I added in, and when I tried that, my controller didn't want to work. So, I was like, okay, well, let's restart the computer. So I restarted my computer, and boom! I guess it corrupted my emulator for PlayStation 2. So all of my, like, settings for the emulator got reset, and all of my save files were gone for all the games I play for it, not just this. So I didn't want to, start the series over, didn't want to end it. So I was like, well, we didn't get too far into the game, so I'm just gonna play back through it. And for that clip, I actually played through it very quickly, to get that one. This is different. And also here, we'll see that I'm speeding up some of these segments. All of the arena battles, except for one, are sped up, and like all the shop screen things are sped up because this video is, like 19 minutes long? The original recording is about 45 minutes long. And I know that I definitely cannot talk like this for 45 minutes. I don't think I can even talk like this for 19, but we'll see how I do. But yeah, so I had to completely restart the game and get back to where I was before. I did my best to build the tank around most of the stuff I had before. I skipped some things, just so I wouldn't have to do multiple arena battles, like multiple of the same, I guess. And so I wound up doing that stuff. Yeah, actually, this isn't the first time I've had a screw up with my recording stuff. I mean, if you've seen the first videos I made for Dishonored, you'd know I've had plenty of screw ups. The first episode of this series was a screw up, and I will return to Dishonored, by the way. Just doing one of those challenge thingies takes a whole lot of time. And I don't have ages in the morning to record, so I like to go with shorter things that I can do. Like the second episode for that Dishonored challenge thingy, was going to record it in 2 parts, and the first part was 40 minutes. So it probably would have taken me ages to edit that whole thing together. Especially since the second part, I think when I recorded it, was also around 40 minutes long, so 80 minutes of footage that I would have had to slice down into who knows how long it would have been, probably like 15-20 minutes. So that's a whole lot of scrapping. And I didn't want to do that, but yeah, if you were paying attention, the last episode of Seek and Destroy, it didn't have like an HD quality setting. That's because the first mishap of this week was with OBS itself, my recording software. Because like for the past week, every time I'd open it, it'd be like, hey, want to update? And I would say, no, I don't want to update, leave me alone. And Well, Tuesday? Tuesday's when I record this game, right? Yeah, so on Tuesday, I was like, you know what, fine. I'll update it. And I updated it, which was great. Except it reset all of my settings so that Seek and Destroy wouldn't record properly. Or at least it wouldn't do it at a, decent frame rate. So I said, okay, fine, we'll, dim down the resolution so it's not freaking out as much, and then I'll figure out a proper solution to it later. Also, Mission 3! But, so yeah, it's been a pretty fun week for screw-ups, I guess. I don't really know what else to talk about. Unless I want to talk about the game. Do I want to talk about the game? I don't know. People probably won't be interested in just watching the gameplay. So I better think of something to talk about. I'm thinking, leave me alone. Let me think. I can commentate when I'm playing the game, not when I'm watching me playing the game. Come on now. Especially since the way I'm recording this audio is from my editing thing. And I'm watching the little preview it's got up in the top right, and the quality is at 1/16 of what it's supposed to be so that it doesn't make my computer unhappy. And yeah, I'm basically just looking at a wall of unintelligible pixels. Like right now, I think I'm trying to shoot some guy. And I'm shooting some missiles. I can sort of see what's going on. I can't read anything. Everything is just jumbles of... yeah. But... yeah. Also, something interesting. The second mission of this game? Yeah. For the longest time, right after I got this game, could not beat that mission. Like, you know how when people are young, like when they're kids, they're usually like super good at games? Because they got like better reaction times or something, I don't know. Yeah, that wasn't me. Pretty much every game I played, I would get like barely anywhere at the start of the game, and I would be unable to progress further, and then I wouldn't play the game again for like a year. Yeah, let me think of how many games that happened with. Happened with this one, although I don't think it took me a year to beat the second level. Or at least I don't think I took a year off. I might have. I don't know. That was years ago. I got this, my god, 1,000,001 years ago. But let's see. Everyone's heard of, like, Shadow of the Colossus, right? I've never beaten that game, but I do have it. Well, the first Colossus in that game, let me see, 5 years maybe? I basically played it once and left it in a drawer for about 5 years, and I would look at it and I would be like, that game was scary. I'm not playing that. Granted, I was a reasonably small child. Actually, that brings to mind a funny story about Call of Duty World at War. That was pretty much I think World at War was the first game I got for the Xbox 360. And when I beat the game, when you beat the game, you unlock the Nacht der Untoten, Night of the Undead. You unlock that mode, and it's zombies. And when I was little, and I first got it, when I first had the game, and I opened Nacht der Untoten, and you know how the crazy laugh happens? Right at the start? that happened, and this is little me, remember that, I nearly shat myself, and then turned off the Xbox, and then didn't play World at War for, I think, 2 or 3 months. Because that really spooked me. Plus, I didn't know what Noctur Untoten meant. I just thought it was a really weird name for the level. I didn't know that it was zombies. So, I got the living Christ scared out of me. Also, another thing. Back to the, beginning levels that I couldn't complete on video games. The 4th mission of World at War, the first one with the Russians, where you're sniping, at the start, couldn't beat that one for the longest time either. Don't know why. I would try sniping, it wouldn't work, and then I would get murked by a dog. But yeah, that was always fun. That was always fun, getting murdered by a dog. Or getting shot by Krauts, or Reznov going and dying because I'm not good enough at shooting. Actually, what's kind of funny is, in these games where there's a certain mission that I could never beat, that mission usually winds up being my favorite. Because I really like that 4th mission at World at War. Also, here we can see in the video now, I've managed to get that blaze gun. Oh, here we go. Normal speed. Yeah, I gotta commentate over this arena fight. So yeah, you saw in the last one, I basically kamikazed the dude with the blaze gun. And you might remember that from the last episode, this guy we're fighting now has a bit of a trick up his sleeve, and if you don't remember, you'll see it now. There we go, he can flatten me. And I just drove straight at this guy with the blaze gun and was promptly squished. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. He didn't deserve what he got. Anyway, now I go in and kill him off pretty quick. But anyway, back to the missions I couldn't beat and then love. Christ, what are they called? Ace Combat. Those games. The flying ones. Those Ace Combat games. Was it Ace Combat 5? If anyone knows, which one was the Unsung War? I think it was 5. It might not be. Well, there's one mission in there where you're on, your home base island and it gets, attacked. And you've got to, protect the AWACS, which if you don't know what the AWACS is, it's basically a giant, looks like a cargo plane, but it has a giant radar dish on the top. And it makes it so fighter pilots can actually use their radar properly for, IFF stuff. But, yeah, that mission could not beat for years, literal years, 2 or 3. Couldn't beat it. Came back and beat it on, I don't know, my 2nd or 3rd try. And that mission, I really like that mission. Also, in the same game, there was another mission I could never beat. Well, not never beat, but couldn't beat for a while, to which I left the game alone for years. What was it called? The White Bird or something? Basically, you're launching a laser cannon into the sky or something. You're launching a satellite, and you gotta protect it when it's going down the launch rail. And that one I couldn't beat for years. Needless to say, I never stopped being bad at video games. But I definitely was not good as a little kid. Oh, no, I was not good at all. And I immediately failed a mission right here in the clip, because I went too far when I... Stop shooting me, you jerk. Anyway, I went a little too close to that guy, and then used the blaze gun. But, yeah. Also, I have a bunch of those flying games, Ace Combat. There was one, it's called Air Force Delta Strike. And it's weird because it's like sort of sci-fi stuff, but you're still using like normal modern aircraft. Also, I like how, back to Seek and Destroy, the first time I played through this mission, I'm not sure if I killed any of the other tanks, but right now with the blaze gun, I'm just walking around, driving around assassinating everybody with a flamethrower. But anyway, Air Force Delta Strike. Ow, my jaw. By the way, I don't know if anyone's ever heard clicking in my videos for my audio. Basically, I've got a permanently broken jaw. So in your jaw, you've got discs back towards the back of your jaw, and there's a little membrane around them that keeps the discs from moving. And both of the membranes are ripped in my jaw. And basically that snap or click noise that you might hear is the disc sliding out of the membrane and then being forced back in when my jaw moves. And it's real fun when my jaw locks up. Oh, that's a load of fun. Yeah, also what's especially fun is when this started happening 5 or 6 years ago, my orthodontist, because I had braces, the orthodontist, I was like, hey, my jaw clicks, and they're like, oh yeah, that can happen when you damage the membrane. It'll fix itself in, a couple of months, at most a year. They said that 5 or 6 years ago. Still refused to do surgery. Because there is a surgery you can do to fix it, but they won't let me do it. Because then that would make them look bad. Since I don't know, because this happened. Because they were working on me or something. They like, vehemently, I think that's the right use of the word, but they just, absolutely, not their fault, they say. Which, we weren't, like, I wouldn't even say that it was their fault, but I would just be like, hey, maybe something happened. They're like, nope, not our fault, not our fault. So, that's always fun. But you people aren't here to hear me complain about my permanently broken jaw. Plus the video's almost over. I'm looking at it, it's almost at the 18-minute mark. And 18-minute mark, okay, so I think this thing goes 18, like 56 or 57, which means I don't have a whole lot of time left to talk. Oh god, no. I don't know. You people gotta tell me if this was fun to listen to. And also here, you might barely have caught it, but we had a very near miss on that next mission. Yeah, almost entered the next mission, which wouldn't have been great. Also in a second, when I get out of here, I will go over into the garage. That might be right at the end of the video, but you'll see the, another save file, which was basically just my, here we go. It's called FAQ. It's basically the, it's basically the save file that I used for the quick playthrough I did so I could get that tiny clip from before. Also, I'm running over, so, I don't know. I'll just say thanks for watching. Hope you all had a great day, and I hope you have much better experience with technology than I do. I also hope your jaw doesn't break. Anyway, bye everybody.